Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's market commentary. I hope you're very well. It is 7:50 a.m. and oh well, what a huge move Cables had overnight on the back of Carney's speech. I wasn't around when he was doing his speech yesterday. It was late evening, but obviously his talk, his rhetoric about potential for increasing interest rates slightly sooner than expected got the rocket fuel under the pound, and the pound has subsequently rallied well from yesterday afternoon session around about 150, 160 points. So it's had a huge move. So I was just wondering whether I can do something just with this, just to do some scalping here for you this morning. And I've literally just switched on really, and I'm just thinking, okay, we'll just come back into our bands here, and maybe I can do a little scalp between the bands, but because there might be just enough of a range to capture a few points, but we'll see. But at the moment, I just missed it just as I was pressing play. It just come up to its upper band here, so we'll see if it comes up back up to its upper band. See if I can do a little scalp. It's got waning momentum now on the hourly charts, but that doesn't mean it much. Oh, it's coming down now anyway. So anyway, it looks like I'm going to miss out on that little scalp move. So we'll see. I'll have a look around, see what else I might be able to get today. There's not any news out really until 1:30 now, so it's just a case of whether I can find anything here this morning. So I'll press pause for now. Well, it looks like I missed that. Just missed that opportunity there. Just we were switching on because it hasn't been back to the upper band there. So I was going to just scalp it and sell it. It would have been tightly managed because obviously it was against overall trend. But it's just it's had such a good run overnight. I just saw the possibility there for so a few points. But anyway, I can't see anything then right now. So we'll leave it for now and come back to this as and when I can find something. Okay, I just spotted an opportunity to potentially play the Aussie dollar down to its daily pivot, which is down at 94.03. So it's not a lot of points, but we'll see if we can get an entry. So I'll press pause and see if we can get that. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see if it's going to come up to the upper band here. And I mean, we'll literally have a 4-point stop, so it'd be very, very tight. So in that regard, it's the risk reward's good on it, even though it's only a small amount of points, and it's only a small amount of points if I have a loss on it. So we'll probably put 4 units in if I can get the units in. And now I've just pressed play again. It's stopped, so let me just press pause. Okay, so we're about there, nearly there. Just waiting for it to come up to the upper band here, so it's nearly there. And I'm going to put my stop at 22. So the trade could be over very quickly, but at least it's only going to be, like I said, about 3 or 5 pips. So let's just see if I can get this entries in now. Just waiting for it to see if we can just tick up just a little bit more here. That'll hit the upper band, and then. But sometimes when you try and trade like this, that they really can be over very quickly when you've got a very tight stop like that. But it doesn't require a stop any bigger than that. If it goes higher, then I wouldn't want to be in anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, so let's just start getting these in. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got the 4 units in. I'll just get the stop sorted out and I'll press pause. Okay, so the pound's come back up again here, so I'm just waiting to see if I can still get another entry on the pound. If it closes inside the bands here, and then another little dip to the upside, then I'll be looking to short the pound again. And so I missed that first entry back here, so just waited for a bounce, secondary bounce, and now just waiting to see if I can now get a secondary entry over here. So that's a bit going on. It's all small stuff, but let's have a quick look at the Aussie dollar again. There's not really too much going on with the Aussie just at the moment, just within its bands. But so with the pound, if we can get that, where's my ticket gone? If we can get that close back in here, we've got a couple of minutes to go. Then I'll be looking to resell the pound as well. So I'll press pause. Okay, so it's closed inside the band. Not the nicest of candles, I must admit, but what I'm going to do is I'll give it a little short and just put a stop literally just a little bit above. Actually, just hold off a second, and then put a stop just a little bit above here. So literally just give it a few pips, and so let's give it a go, because I want to keep it tight, because it could want to come back up to re-challenge these highs and then break these highs. The trend is strong, so I'm going a bit counter trend, but the momentum's waned here this morning, so I'm not willing to put too much in. So I'll put 2 units in there, and let's just get the stops in place. So just do that. off screen. I'll press pause for a second. And also, just with it, with price being so close to the 170 handle, you think, oh, is it going to want to try and visit that 170? So that's why I kept it really tight. Just put the stops in. Let me just bring the account over so we can actually see these trades now. So obviously the Aussie dollar is going quite well at the moment. So let's see if I can show you everything. There we go. Ignore this euro trade. That was something I put in yesterday. So that we'll have to ignore that. It's just a small position. I'm just put in as a building potentially some sort of swing. So, but yeah, the Aussie's obviously running at the moment. It's down 94.11 as we can see now. It's running okay. And here's the pound to shorts on the pound. So, okay. So let's just move that in a bit. There we go. Right. So far so good. But and as you can see, I put that stop in at 82 on the pound. So that could stop me, so easily. But at the same time, I just literally want it to pretty much come straight down if it's going to come down. I'm not looking for huge amounts of points off the pound anyway. So let's go and have a look at that Aussie dollar. So that's Aussie is coming down a little bit at the moment, but remember I need it to come down into the low 94s. So but if it can get down there, then we'll start bleeding the profit off. So I'm just going to have another look at that off screen. So I've got all my other charts up off screen. So yeah, so we're looking for the low 94s on that Aussie dollar. So and then I might hold on to one unit maybe, and just if it gets down to the low 94s, hold on to one unit and see what happens with that one. But if we can get down towards these lows, then I'll move my stop down towards break even. So but at the moment it's just coming back up. So I think I'll press pause for now. Okay, so been stopped out of cable. Good job that was only a couple of units, and because like I said, it was always a possibility that it would want to. The trend was been so strong, but it looked like it might just be weakening off, which it could still be, and it just wants to come up to these highs. But I didn't even want to risk or putting my stop up there because it may want to have a run for, like I say, for 170, and so there was no point. So it was either going to just roll over and do a little lower high from here, or it wasn't. So at the moment it's not, and we'll keep an eye on this Aussie dollar. That's just playing around at the moment, so we'll see. So maintain the stops up here, and we shall see what's going to happen with this one. This one has got negative momentum on the larger time frames on the hourly charts, so this one stands the better chance of getting down there. So we'll see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, so we're getting ever closer to that daily pivot. I'll try and put the pivot on in a second. I've put our orders in anyway to close half the position at 04. There, so that was obviously remember the loss, £62 on the pound. Can minimise that now, and obviously that's a euro trade that's running. We've got a few pips to go yet. I guess I will manage the stop down a little bit more. It's at 21 now, so I'll move it down a little bit more. But in the main, I've got orders at 04. We'll see if we can get down there. So if I actually put the pivots on, I've just remembered I can actually put pivots onto Telechart. So if I go to tools and let me press pause. Okay, their pivots aren't quite accurate, so I've put it on and then taken it off again. Anyway, I'll press pause. We've still got a wait to go. Right, okay, so let's start this again. Right, so yeah, I've been down the gym. I thought, well, I'm just going to have good timing actually, because you can see it rallied a little bit while I was out and has now rolled over. It's just hit the pivot on my charts on eSignal, so it hadn't quite hit the pivot or the limit orders I'd put in. So I've just overridden that and taken the profit out there on half. I'm just got to decide whether to take some more off actually, or it all seems very slow. So I'm just going to wean it off. I think wean it out. I'll take another one off. We've got an hourly 50 a bit below. If we have a look here, we'll probably be able to see that on this chart actually. Take to the hourly chart. There we go. A little bit lower. So just above 94 basically. So we could look to take some more off down there. So far so good. Good little run. But again, it's just another I think there's a lot of myths around day trading that you have to be sat in front of your screens all day, and there are certain pockets or windows where it's good to be about and you know what's going on, but then you can actually go out and do things. All right, that was good timing. I've literally still got my trainers on. I literally walked in the door, checked on my phone, and thought, oh, we're there, must be there, so I better walk straight in and get this sorted. But nevertheless, I don't think that you do have to be staring at your screens the whole time. It just doesn't work that way. So it's good to be around, and you do need to be about here and there. But you can keep an eye on prices by using on smartphones and the likes these days. You don't have to be there in front of it the whole time. Anyway, so I just wanted to see if it was going to get a little bit more follow through. It looks like it's stalled out that pivot, so I'm going to take another one off and look to just get this finished so that I can then get this out to you. So I'll trail down the stop and then we'll just see what happens. So let's trail down this stop. So bring it down to 09 and we'll see what happens. Right, so I'll leave that for now. Okay, so it's just coming on to that hourly 50 now. So it's just sitting just on top of it at the moment. So I'm going to use that as my final exit here. There it is, just coming. Yes, we're a hair's breadth away. So I'll just see if we can get that down here. There we go. Right, I'll probably carry on going now. So not a bad morning. So lost 62, made 280, so 220. So it's about $350 today. So but without having to do too much. So and the thing with that cable trade is it was the right thing to only put 2 lots in on that one because it was a bit more speculative, that one. Even though, fun enough, cable has rolled over a bit since I did that. So have a quick look at the pound. Pound. Yeah. So since I tried it earlier on with that tight stop here, it did go up to new highs. Didn't get it. I thought it might want to go up to 170. It's rolled over a bit, but that was a bit more speculative there today. So anyway, that's the recording done for now. We'll see what's going to happen with this Aussie dollar. Maybe it's going to have a big rundown, but I was only looking to play it down to the pivot really anyway, and that's about it. So not a bad morning. I'll leave that with you. Have a great weekend.